Okay guys, this is the Cowcatcher, so I'm going to go to Origin, I'm going to go Home, I'm going to pick a plane to draw on. I'm going to draw on the top plane for no better reason than I feel like it. And in looking at the Cowcatcher, I see a shape that kind of looks like home plate. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sketch the larger one, which is the bottom, and then I'm going to offset with a plane and use a loft. And loft is one of these kind of exceptions to the rules. Remember, I told you guys that you can't have more than one sketch active. Well, that's not really true. You can. When you're working an extrude, it's not going to be good for you. But when you're doing a loft or a sweep or a coil, you need to. So this line here is 0.18. The height is going to be, oh, where is it? It is 1. These things here are 0.25. Okay. And to make the sides, the angled sides equal, click equals, click them, they straighten themselves out. Finish the sketch, go to plane, offset from plane, and pick the plane that you just drew on. For me it was XZ. And now it's asking you how far above this plane do you want, above your sketch, do you want the new plane. So that's going to be 0.75 because that's the height of the Cowcatcher. So now I have this plane floating above my bottom sketch, 0.75. So I'm going to click Create 2D Sketch. I'm going to catch the corner. And now I'm going to use Project Geometry. And I'm going to project all of these lines so I can measure them, because remember, they are hovering above my drawing, 0.75. I'm now going to draw the smaller home plate, which is the one on top. And keep in mind that they share a back line. This line here, I'm going to dimension that line to 0.12. And I got that dimension from the very first drawing of the Cowcatcher. These are 0.25, 0.25. The height of the smaller one is 0.75. So I'm going to click equals and click these two things, and they're going to equal themselves out. Now I have a problem because they don't line up. So 1.8 minus 1.2 is 6. 0.6 divided by 2 because it's got to be equal on both sides. And there you go. Now it's in the right spot. Click Finish Sketch. Click Loft. Pick the guy on top. Pick the profile you want, which is the inside one. Over here, do Click to Add. Click the bottom one. And there is your Cowcatcher. You'll know if you did this right because if you click on Create 2D Sketch, it will let you select these two front panels as a sketch plane. If you cannot put a sketch here, you did it wrong. My suggestion is open up the loft over here, right click on Sketch 2, and make sure you set the height because that's the thing people forget the most. I'm going to turn off my work plane, turn off the visibility, and now I'm going to shell this. I click on Shell, and it tells me that shell is 0.1. Make sure it says Remove Faces and tell it OK. And now it has shelled it. And the reason I knew to use 0.1 is if you look in the drawing on the part where there's a section view, it says 0.1 tip. Remember, tip means typical, so all the way around, the thing is 0.1 thick. I'm going to create a 2D sketch here, and I'm going to make that little decoration. I can do that by using offset, which will take these lines and copy them. That way I don't have to redraw them. Dimension here, it tells me is 0.1 tip, which means they're all the same, so that's awesome because offset makes them all the same. Finish the sketch, extrude with a cut, 0.05. Okay. And the depth is there also on the sectioned view of the Cowcatcher. Do the same thing on this side. click the surface, offset, click the line, dimension between the two lines, finish the sketch, extrude with a cut. Okay, so we're almost done. Now we need to do the pegs on the back. Do a sketch, sketch 3 circles. Alright, dimension the. Okay, so to make this is going to be 0.125, and I found that in the sectioned view. It's kind of hidden. Click equals, click this guy, click the other 2 circles. They all become the same size. To put them where they belong, this guy right here is 0.275, and he is 0.125 up. From here to here is 0.625, and he is 0.625 up. And then this guy over here, it's actually measured from the center of that circle, is going to be 1.25 and also 0.125 up. I'm going to finish the sketch, and I'm going to extrude my little circles. And these circles are going to be 0.125, which is 1/8 of an inch. And you can also find that in the sectioned view. You'll see TYP again, 0.125 tip. Again, typical means if it looks the same, it is the same. The last step on the Cowcatcher is the little chamfer on the back of the pegs. Click on chamfer, change the distance to 0.01. Remember, chamfer is just a little edge. So you just click the 3 circles after you put in the value, and there you go. So there's your Cowcatcher, guys. Make sure you put colors on it and save it.